Ohio, good morning minasan, it's Gray from Wakazashi's Tea House over in Japan. How you doing? You good? You genki? I'm great, thanks. It's Saturday morning here. I want to share with you a blog post I wrote on Spawn Comics called Spawn Comics Flying High. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I'm a big fan of the Spawn universe since it kind of relaunched last year. And yeah, this is basically my thoughts on the Spawn comics because I've heard they're doing really well. They are still selling very well. Anyway, here we go. Just bear with me while I read from this. Okay, it's been just over a year since Todd McFarlane released Spawn's Universe Issue 1, which heralded the addition of 3 new monthly Spawn titles to the original Spawn comic. So we now have Spawn, King Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn and the Scorched. McFarlane is writing Gunslinger Spawn and drawing occasional covers for some of his comics. Spawn is currently being written by Irish writer Rory McConville, who's been writing for the British weekly comic 2000 AD. He's done work on Judge Dredd as well. American writer Sean Lewis is writing the remaining 2 titles, King Spawn and the Scorched. It's difficult to get hold of accurate sales figures for comics these days, but from what I've read online or what I've heard in interviews, all 4 Spawn titles are regularly in the monthly top sellers. It appears that McFarlane's efforts have really paid off, with not only the new titles selling well, but also the flagship Spawn comic receiving a substantial lift in sales. Before issue 300 of Spawn was released in September 2019, the comic was shifting around just 15,000 to 18,000 issues a month. Now it's said to be closer to 45,000, so that's a huge increase which is matched by each of the new Spawn titles. Now, as you know, I'm late to Spawn Comics. I'm not sure why, but I didn't read Spawn back when it was first released over 30 years ago. If memory serves me well, yeah right, I was deep into the Vertigo titles at that time. So I was reading comics like Hellblazer, Sandman, Doom Patrol and The Invisibles. I started reading Spawn after it hit issue 300 and there was all the publicity and fanfare for that. And I'm now reading all 4 Spawn monthly comics. The art is consistently high quality, with McFarlane ensuring that each of the comics has a top tier artist, unlike DC and Marvel these days. I've been impressed by the writing too. Sure, it's not Shakespeare, but I'm enjoying the stories and most importantly, having fun reading them. Remember when comics were fun? Another positive at Image Comics and Todd McFarlane, their decision to keep the comics priced at $2.99. That's right, $2.99. With Marvel and DC monthly comics currently priced from anywhere between $3, $4, $5, even $7.99, Action Comics, Batman and Detective Comics, like 3 flagship titles, they're all $4.99 now. The indie comic market offers the best value and quite often better stories and art than the so-called Big 2. Don't forget, this is my opinion. Gunslinger Spawn issue 12 came out last week on Wednesday. So I made a video review of that, so please check it out if you haven't seen it yet. So the question is, after 12 issues, after a year of Gunslinger Spawn, is the comic still good? Well, I think it is. I think it's great, and many comic fans appear to agree. I think Gunslinger is the best seller out of the 4 Spawn titles, probably because Todd McFarlane's actually writing that one, and it's got killer art by Brett Booth. Seriously, I think he's doing some of the best work of his career. It reads like Todd McFarlane's really enjoying writing it as well, which is great. You know, it comes across on the page. So I recommend it. If you're interested in what the Spawn comics are like these days, I hope you enjoyed my brief review, and yeah, please check out my videos of the Spawn comics because I try to review each title when it comes out. They're usually once a week now, so you've got Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, King Spawn and the Scorched, but sometimes you get 2 because of some problem with shipping or publication. You get 2 the same week. But anyway, yeah, I never thought I'd become such a big Spawn fan, but here I am after all these years. Finally, really late to the party, but yeah, loving Spawn. So, how about you? Have you ever read it? Did you used to read it back in the day? Please let me know in the comments because, you know, I'd love to hear from you. Okay, this is Gray from Wakazashi's Tea House, signing off from my short Spawn news report. Matane. Wakizashi's Tea House. Please subscribe.